Hi, my name is Isha Tiwari. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Cloud9. So, my tryst with healthcare has not been intentional at all. I think I joined Embrace because I was really drawn into the product and the team. I think that the number one thing for me is people. If I think I get along with people, if I think I learn from them, which is super important, I just get drawn to the idea. And the product at Embrace was innovative, it could have huge impact, and that really struck a chord with me because if you're working at a startup, you're taking a lot of risk. And so you want to be able to have impact. You want your work to mean something. And that's kind of the thing that healthcare helps with. A lot of stuff that you do in healthcare has huge impact. Even today, what we're trying to do with Cloud9 is create a consumer brand in healthcare. No one's thought about that, right? With healthcare, you don't think about brand. You don't think about enjoying the experience. And that's a challenge, but that's why I enjoy it, because it can have a huge impact on people. I think a very, very important thing for me is integrity and trust. For me, inherently, I trust people I work with until they do something to break that trust. And for me, also, it's very important to gain the trust of people that I work with or work for, customers, colleagues, employees. It's a very important part of who I am. It's a very important part of my interactions with people. It's that factor of integrity. If someone doesn't have high integrity, if someone I can't trust somebody, then I cannot get the best out of them. I cannot give them my best. And also on the flip side of it, I think it's so important that if you're able to gain people's trust, right? Anything remotely that breaks people's trust breaks the relationship. But if you're able to gain people's trust very early on, build a solid foundation, and this is relevant to employees, to customers, to all stakeholders, right? Then they give you their best, which helps you perform. It's super important. It's one of those soft things that people don't talk about. Everyone talks about being intelligent and being hardworking, but this is really at the core of strong performance. That's one, and I would say a very important other aspect or a core value that drives me is a sense of privilege. I feel that I am privileged in many ways, keeping aside whatever I've had to do, work hard, of course, to get where I am today, but it is a sense of privilege, right? There are certain accolades I have, there are certain positions I've held that I feel very privileged, and I feel that it's so important to do something highly impactful with this privilege that I've been provided. I cannot let it go to waste, which is where the whole idea of doing something that impacts a lot of people, that's where it originates, because I feel so privileged that I must be able to do something and have an impact on other people's life. As a woman, I think I've been very fortunate to have parents who never even thought of that as being a factor. They were totally supportive. They were very interested in me, getting a good education and reaching my potential. And I think that has been an immense source of confidence for me. The fact that my parents were always pushing me to achieve my potential. That, like, I used to, laugh at them that you think I'm your child and so you think so highly of me. But really, they always had 110% confidence in my abilities and pushed me to, go and achieve what I could. And which I think is the basis of anyone, right, man or woman, because you need that sense of security very early on. But that said, I think being an educated woman in India is pretty much now in today's world similar to being an educated woman elsewhere. It's not easy. It's still not easy, whether it's the US, whether it's India or anywhere else. There are still glass ceilings to break through. There is still that much extra you have to do to prove your worth and gain credibility. And not just in the large picture, in small things like conversations, to get your voice heard in meetings, for people to take you seriously. Even today, I have to put in that much extra. It's the reality of where we are today. But rather than complain and whine about it, I think we have to embrace it and just make the most of it. I think the number one mantra entrepreneurs must remember is customer first. I think all of us, especially us, those of us with a tech background, we get so focused on product. We always think about, let me build a kick-ass product, and of course it's going to sell. Of course people will want to use it. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. And we have to force ourselves to think customer first, customer first. Do something quick and dirty, go out to the customer, test it and get feedback, and then build something that they will want to buy, not the other way around.